Hi, I'm Victoria Ludeman. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Awesome DIY Websites. Today we're going to talk about what the benefit is of having a website in the first place. You might be at that stage in your business development where you're entertaining whether you should continue doing print or using a combination of print and web, and I would condone that you do a bit of both actually. Don't dump one media solely for the use of another. There are certainly benefits to having a website. I have found a number of them over the years being such things as it's quite cost effective by comparison to doing print. Yes, you have your initial cost of actual setup, but your ongoing costs are actually quite minimal by comparison, I find, to print. If there's a typo, there's that side of the coin as well. If you've done a run of 10,000 brochures and you find that there's a typo that has been taken place on the run, you actually have to do the whole run again. Whereas on the net it's a lot quicker, it's a lot easier. You can do the change very quickly and have that done and accurate within minutes or hours, depending on whether you're able to do your own changes or whether you issue it out to your programmers or designers. The other bonus about having a website is that it gives you a much bigger exposure rate to the world, hence the World Wide Web, the www that sits before the actual web names. You get a lot more coverage than you would if you were doing print. Print, you get 10,000 brochures and they can actually only go so far and is highly reliant on whoever happens to pick it up. If you are going to be doing print, I would always be saying make sure that you've got your web address and point them back to your website. It is a lot easier to make contact with clients and say have a look at our website rather than having to incur the cost of postage and sending out your brochures and whatnot online. You can even do something called a PDF where you can convert your brochures. Ask your design agency to do this for you if you like, or if you've not already got it yourself, you can also do it for your rates, etc. And you can email that information over to your clients and also have it downloadable on your actual website. So that's quite a handy tip. Saves you print costs, saves you postage fees as well. One thing I would say is that this is quite a key issue that a lot of people have with websites, is that they assume that just because they have a website they will be found. This is not the case. That is actually quite a complex procedure these days to actually be done and done correctly. If you do a campaign that is not working in your favor, it is very hard to undo. It's actually, you can do it, but it is quite challenging to actually be able to do that. Overall, I think websites are the way of the future. There was a day where it didn't have as much impact, but everything is trackable on the net as well, which is something that I ideally like. I like to know what kind of numbers are coming through to a site, and to be able to track that all online is a definite bonus. As opposed to, say, print, it's pretty hard to gauge just what kind of conversion rate you're getting off a brochure or an advert that you put in the newspaper or a magazine, for example, unless you're specifically gearing it around a particular promotion. What I often promote is that if you're going to do print and web, that you drive your traffic to your website and ask them to put in a promo code or have it where they download a voucher or a discount coupon or something, so that you know that that particular campaign has actually worked for you offline, but you're actually doing all your data collecting online. This is another bonus that I like about websites. If you have a data-driven kind of website, if you have a database compiled website, you're able to capture the information, you see. So when somebody actually gets to the site, they can actually put in their own information and you don't actually have to pay someone to actually enter all that information for you. So you have now started collecting a whole list of people's names that you can now have conversations with, have a sales rapport with, and then continue with an upsell if they've already converted into a client. So yes, I would definitely say that websites should be an overall concept and part of your overall campaign. Not the only thing, but certainly a part of the equation. But don't forget about it. A lot of people do tend to leave it out of the whole marketing campaign, and I would say that it is part of it and quite a crucial part to make use of it, because it is so trackable and you can see the actual results that you're getting. This information was brought to you by AwesomeDIYWebsites.com. Please feel free to go to our website have a look at our products and offerings that we have there. We've also got an awesome blog site that you can partake in. These very useful business support groups that you might want to join. They are free and certainly worthwhile if you want to end the isolation and get some hot tips on business ideas and strategies for you to get going. Thank you for joining us today.